class and, you know, walk in with my walls up real high. But you get in there, and when you can get into the zone and just really think about yourself, I felt that same kind of freedom and comfortability. And I think that's the dream of what these centers can be and the potential that it offers.
Excellent. Nice.
All right, so now I'm going to get into some more specific passages that connect to the YMCA and Rios. So one element that was kind of a recurring theme in both is confidence. After Rios has jumped into the gang, he asks himself why it takes a gang to make kids like him feel important, why it couldn't happen at school or in a community center or with the police.
Yeah, that's right.
And the Y does provide a place where student bodies are safe and student minds and voices are heard. I think there are ways that they could do this better. For one thing, you know, I know there's a lot of individuals going in. I think a lot of times the only person you might say hi to is the person at the front desk, and it might just be like, hi, you know?
Real quick.
So I think that if we could look, you know, and this is something we can start doing today, is to just open up a little more and look at each other and be able to start a conversation, as well as, you know, they offer classes, so getting involved in something like that. Another relevant quote was, here he was thinking that to make it out of poverty, I had to work my body, when in reality, I had to work my mind. But in actuality, you need both. They're two interconnected and differently satisfying goals. And especially when you're focusing on your mind, I think it becomes really important, you know, for your mental and physical health to take that time and remember that you're human, the body that has needs, and that can build your confidence. I think one danger of that in a gym, especially filled with mostly white young kids, is comparison. Eurocentric beauty standards are everywhere, and so it's easy to think of ourselves as lesser when we compare ourselves to that. So that is one pitfall.
As you're talking, I was thinking, imagine if you came into the Y and they knew your name and like knew what classes you were taking, and they were like, did you work today? And they knew details about you, right? And for young kids, that's what they get frustrated about in school, is teachers don't know anything about them, where they're from, where their families are, what their parents' names are, where they work. So that's what you had me thinking when you said that, you know, what it could be.
Competence is another idea that came up a lot. For those who don't feel like